Hey, sorry it took me a moment. I wanted to get my protein shake ready because I have forgotten the last handful of times that I have done one of these workout videos. And from the little bit that I do know, taking protein within the first 30 minutes of your workout is one of the best ways to really make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck with your workout. Because what you're doing whenever you're exercising, essentially, from what I know, is tearing the muscle. And the way that it gets bigger is when it repairs itself slightly bigger than before. Which also is an example of going through any type of challenge in your life, whether it's working out and lifting weights or going through this coronavirus. When you get broken down and hurt and stuff like that, that's how you get stronger. And hey Ethan, thank you so much for watching. Tell your daddy I say hi. I love you, Ethan, so thank you so much for taking time and being so supportive throughout all this. What's up, Tracy? Hey! I kind of lost my train of thought, but one thing I wanted to let y'all know, I kind of mentioned it in my last video. After I work out and I've seen that some people are sending some love my way, it definitely encourages me and allows me to be more myself, so thank you so much for that. Yes, I can be very vain and self-centered and selfish and a lot of things that are not necessarily the best or things that I'm proud of. But y'all have really shown me so much compassion and encouragement throughout this process. And I shared with y'all, I do struggle from anxiety and depression, and I've invested a lot of time into like dieting and working out, and I've been through different struggles in my life, from breaking my knee and gaining a lot of weight to turning 21 and no longer having an active job to having a desk job and partying and putting on a lot of weight then at that point in my life. And with this whole quarantine going on and gyms closing and stuff like that, besides just identifying as an extrovert and that being a lonely time for me, I do feel like something that I've worked so hard for I'm losing it slowly by not having my precious gym equipment. But I'm also determined to let this challenge allow me to push myself outside of my normal comfort zone by doing these live videos, by doing different exercises that I haven't done before or don't necessarily know that I'm doing the best. So I welcome any kind of constructive criticism, any type of encouragement from y'all. And also, I want to give back. When I'm done with my workout videos, more than anything, I would love to connect to other people who are having a hard time with this and share any type of advice or any kind of helpful information with you. I am not a perfect person when it comes to working out or any type of emotional advice at all, but I do care, and I want you to know that whenever I share anything, it is coming from a place of love and support and a good place. And I really want to believe that the people on my Facebook are doing the exact same thing for me, and I keep an open mind to that, so thank you. With that being said, I don't want to project negative thoughts onto people. It's something that I've always struggled with in my life, but I am aware that me being half naked, jumping around, lifting weights is not necessarily everyone's cup of tea, and that's part of what makes life beautiful and an amazing place to be. If this isn't your cup of tea, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can unfriend me to make room for people who do want to see this content, because thankfully there are people who have mentioned that this is like changing, very inspirational for them. And I don't want my pride and embarrassment to get in the way of me sharing that gift with them. And also, I don't want to be a burden to you and your feed. So by all means, feel free to unfriend, unfollow. If you are one of those people, thankfully, who find inspiration and encouragement and comfort in these videos, please, I no longer have Messenger, unfortunately, because it became overwhelming, and I never want to give the impression that I'm ignoring people or unappreciative of the attention that I'm getting. It means more to me than I will ever know, than y'all will ever know. And one of the best ways for us to connect and for me to know who's watching and who really wants to see this stuff is really by sharing one of these videos. Whether that's in a public group or a private group, keep in mind that if it is a private group, it won't allow me to see who actually shared the content. So I guess another way to let me know who's seeing this content, because I do get overwhelmed with all the amount of notifications I'm getting right now, is to like angry react to some of these videos, because that will definitely stick out to me as someone A, who's paying attention, and B, who wants to be my friend, because you listened, and that means a lot to me, and I want to make sure that I get you, because I am working on being one of the most accepting people that you'll ever meet. I find beauty in all of our differences and our experiences with life. We're all wired so differently, and we all know something that the other person doesn't. I see an angry react. Thank you. That is so cute. Also, that'll be a funny inside joke for us. People who are angry reacting will actually be the people who want to be my friends, which is kind of ironic, so thank you. Ethan, you're getting skinnier? Because of me? I don't believe that. I think that's all because you're working hard. You don't give yourself enough credit, man. Thank you. I love it, Michael. Thank you. I am not the best listener. As you can tell, I haven't even gotten to the comments that I lured y'all in here with. I kept y'all like captive audience. Let me get those pulled up. Thank you so much. The more love that y'all have been giving me, it's really encouraged me to feel free to be more of myself than I already have been. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Amazing. This has some of the most views in the shortest amount of time that I've had so far. So that means that people are enjoying this and hopefully seeing it more rather than hating it and hiding it. So Steven says, great smile, bud. Way to brighten all our days. I love the rain. Awesome. Thank you, Steven. I do recognize your profile because you have been so supportive. So thank you so much. I'm glad to find that you are finding some comfort in this rain. Alexa, volume 1. I pride myself in sometimes trying to be strategic. I forget to be strategic because I can be an airhead. But I'm all about working smarter, not harder, whether it's with technology or with my workouts. So if y'all notice or have any recommendations for technology or different tips and tricks that I don't know of. Hi, hey, baby. I love you.
Hi, Facebook.
Philip wants to let everyone know that he appreciates all the encouragement. A, because you are giving him his precious alone time, which he so desperately needs. I am driving him crazy.
No, we're good.
See, he is so well trained. Thank you, Philip.
I love you.
But he doesn't have the opportunity to devote as much time to social media, and Philip is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, but as a result of that, he really wants to prioritize the people who are already in his life, which I can't get mad at him for. So he appreciates the friend requests and the love, but he's trying to keep his Facebook strictly personal right now. But I have a feeling that I'm going to be meeting a lot of y'all in real life soon, and I'm really excited about that. Aw, Ethan says hi, Philip.
Who?
Ethan!
Oh, hey, Ethan! Let's go to Six Flags.
Yes, we are going to have to go to Six Flags when you come to town, Ethan. I cannot wait. We had a blast when we were there last time. I told Philip that really that was one of the best days of my life, and I'm glad I got to share that with you. Ed, we got to talk a little bit earlier, but I'm so excited to see your home gym set up, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the gym when it is safe. I know somewhere there was going to have to be a disclosure at work. Oh yeah, I wore my Britney shirt for you today, Justin. I was channeling her. So Marco, to further answer your question, what my diet consists of, I don't like grocery shopping. I don't like cooking. I don't like cleaning. I don't like taking time out of my day to come home before going to the gym or having my food not be fresh. So my strategy is let me pick something that I don't completely hate to eat, which for the past few years of my life has been Chipotle or Potbelly. And what I'll do is I'll go there twice a day. I'm fortunate enough to be blessed with a job that allows me to afford that. And it allows me to look at food as fuel and not what I've disclosed to y'all before, a crutch, an emotional comfort or anything like that. The meals that I get from those two places, I know that they satisfy me, and I know that I don't hate eating them. I know that they're convenient, and I know that they're in my budget, and I know that it allows me the time to swing by, pick up, eat real fast, go directly to the gym, because to maintain my physique, which has been better than this in the past, and hopefully we'll get back to there and then some. I need to have the time to do so, and eating out at those cheaper places allow me to do that. What I order, Potbelly is where I've mostly been going for the last year or so, which is when I've gotten the most results, partly due to what I eat there and partly due to the fact that I work out really hard on a daily basis. But what I order at lunch and at dinner is a regular sized wreck on white bread, thin cut. I get it double toasted. On the wreck, I substitute the ham for pepperoni, and I substitute the cheese, which is Swiss by default, to feta. Huge feta fan. I am hoping to go to Greece when this whole craziness is over, and it is definitely on my list to get to sooner rather than later. On the sandwich, the meats that come on it right by default are ham, roast beef, turkey, salami. Again, substitute the ham for pepperoni, substitute the Swiss cheese for feta. Double toasted all the way through the oven. It's a must. It makes the bread kind of toasted and crunchy and just phenomenal. Plus it kind of like burns just ever so slightly that salami and pepperoni, so it gives you that crisp flavor. So good. On the actual sandwich, I tell them to basically fuck it up with the oil on the bread first. I like it drenched, soaking wet, like it is. I love oil. I get everything on it, but no mayo and no pickle. Tons of oil again on the bread first, so that way the lettuce and tomato don't absorb it and it gets soaked into that thin cut bread. Also tons of hot peppers. That is the Mexican side of me. I am like obsessed with anything spicy. And I get 3 mayo packets, so that way I can portion it onto every single bite because I am a big mayo fan. Let's see. Yeah, so that's it. Very complicated. Unlike me, just a simple being of the earth. I have simple pleasures in life and very modest ambitions, so that is perfectly in line with me. Frank Wilhelm, looking good, Josh. Would you please flex your biceps for us? I'm very self-conscious, but I mean, I feel like they look nicer, like from like the side profile, but I don't know. Life is all about being thankful for what you have and not wishing things were slightly different. And apparently people out there appreciate what I have. So you know what? The least I can do is appreciate what I have. So thank you. And I'm glad that you enjoy it. If I do this, it kind of like moves a little bit. That's kind of cool. Love your positivity. It is so refreshing right now. Thanks, Randall. I appreciate that. And obviously, we have something in common because you sharing that with me means so much. Thank you. Don't feel bad and always hold up your head high. Think of 3 things that you're thankful for and take it from there because you are number 1. And that's how it should be with everyone. Your new friend, Andrew Perez Barrera. You know what? Thank you so much. That is so true. One thing I like to do and encourage my associates to do with me is in the morning, think about what we're grateful for. Like I'm fortunate enough to work in a job where I get to sit down, which a lot of people take for granted. Some people have to work really hard on their feet. Everyone has different preferences in life, and there's nothing wrong with working on your feet. But we get to sit down inside, and that is a blessing, especially during like these winter months that we're coming out of now, but we're in for so long. Or like the rain, especially for people who don't like the rain, which hopefully I might get to later. And the other thing is just the fact that we are blessed with a consistent 40-hour schedule, and I think that some people don't have that same luxury, and sometimes work isn't in as high demand and you may not make as much money, and we're very fortunate to have that security. I'm very thankful about, because I think when you're in a routine, it's easy to be like, man, I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. But when you think about what a blessing it is to have a job, especially in this economy right now, it's huge. And life's all about appreciating what you have. So love the positivity. It's real. Yeah, I talked to you earlier, Eric. Thank you. Appreciate it. Overthinking is a waste of time. I could not agree more. My personality type tends to be really like forward thinking, and it's cool sometimes, but it can be such a waste, you know? Like life is all about living in the moment, you know? Tomorrow isn't promised, you know? Call out of work today. I'm just kidding. But you gotta appreciate what you have, right? You know, you can't wait until 5 p.m. to be happy. You can't wait till Friday to be happy. You can't waste time thinking about things that are out of your realm of control. Think about things that you can control. And you know what? So many people waste so much time worrying about things that have nothing to do with them. So I'm trying to get there and remind myself and recenter myself every day to know that overthinking is a waste of time. Thanks for the positive encouragement, James. I've seen your comments on a few of my videos now, and I appreciate the continued support. Hopefully one of these days I'll get to Palm Springs and we'll get to connect. Put some pants and shirts. Aw, thanks, Henry. Love it. All right, John. Looking good, Josh. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I need to love these comments more. Sorry, I forget sometimes, but it's not because they're not appreciated. Do you ever wear clothes anymore? Simba voice. Never, especially not in my house. For what? You are such a sweet soul. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. That means so much to me. Hi, Joshua. God bless you. Thanks, Eric. God bless you too. Thank you. Nice and beautiful, Josh. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I'm glad that we're friends now. Looks great. Amazing. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you, Frank. I hope you do too. Handsome. Thank you. Motivation. Awesome. I'm glad that I'm able to be a motivation. What's up, John? Shocky. Thank you for stopping by. Hot. Fire, fire, fire. Thank you, Edward. Joe Cooper. I'm glad that we're finally connected. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Cosme. Said you like my beautiful body? Thank you so much. I like your beautiful, kind words. Thank you. Bubba Martin says hi, hi. Jeff Stone thinks I have a beautiful smile. Thank you. And honestly, I need to start wearing my retainer. I haven't been wearing it very much. Sometimes like once a month, if that. And I get so scared to like even try to put it on because I'm so convinced that it's not going to fit what I do and I'm going to be so mad. But also, if it does fit, I don't want to wear it. It hurts. Brian says I'm looking good. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, man. And yes, Eric, my mom was born and raised in Mexico. She went to college in Texas at Pan Am, and now, well, I guess she met my dad when she visited Dallas and began living the American dream, and here I am. So, yep, I am half Mexican, half like British Irish. Like my 23andMe results are on my profile. It's like 10% Spanish Spain origin. It's like 23% Native American, which can be North and South America. So I'm assuming that that's really related mostly to Mexico, because that's as far as my mom knows where she's from. She doesn't know what her father's like ancestry is. My dad is very, 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 very Caucasian, hence my last name Huey, and I'm mostly British and Irish from that aspect. Jim Giblin, thank you so much for checking in. Ashley Fisher, show me your question mark. What is the question mark that you're wanting to see? I'm kind of confused. Cristobal?
I know what it is.
What do you think it is? My heart? Ashley, you want to see my heart?
Let's keep it PG.
Let's keep it PG. Philip's gonna get mad at you, Ashley. Better calm down. Jim Giblin, Cristobal, thank you. Remus, thank you. Appreciate the stickers. Jeff, appreciate the flames. Dartwin, sexy, awesome, thank you. I really appreciate that. I love that you're doing this. Keep it up, you look great. Thanks, Salvador. And I want you to know, I've been through highs and lows, and I am fully believe that if I can do this, anyone can do this. You know, like, I am not a trained person. I'm probably one of the most uncoordinated people you will ever meet. And I mean, it's all about putting yourself out there and trying, you know? If you don't try, you'll never know. So don't live your life in fear if you haven't already started working out. I can't tell from your profile picture because it's a little itty bitty thing, but if you are struggling with finding motivation, I want you to know that you can do it, man. Looking great. Thank you, Mark. Good workout plan. Thanks, Carl. I tried to send you a friend request, but I am at the friend limit. I have noticed your continued support, and it means a lot to me, so thank you. By all means, I want to be friends with you. Hello. But obviously, if you prefer following and you like to keep your feed to yourself, don't feel pressured. I never want anyone to feel that type of pressure either way to be connected with me. Kind of defeats the purpose. Jay, hi. What's up? Hi. Johan Mota, heart, amazing. Thank you so much. Afranio Vaz, thanks for the sticker. Jed said damn hot, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna check this video to see what all is going on, but it is already 7:20. I can't spend too much time here because I spend way too much time on here as it is, but I appreciate it. What's up, Kim? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being so nice to me. I appreciate it. I love your sense of humor, and I think we have a lot in common politically, so I find a lot of humor in your posts. Don't let anyone tell you to stop sharing them because they're awesome. Let me see. So, I've been here for 30 minutes, I think. Uh-oh, Berkeley's getting jealous. He wants some attention. I can hear myself. Aw, thanks, Weldon. I don't know if people want to wear my clothes. I have shaved my chest in the past. I have a tendency to grow a lot of ingrown hairs. Even when I don't shave it, I feel like sometimes they grow ingrown. Done waxing, I don't want to do laser hair. I feel like the people who have a preference, they tend to say they actually like the hair more so than not. So it's easier for me not to, so I tend to not shave my hair, if that answers your question. Aw, thanks, Ethan. You're so cute. All right, I really don't know if there are any other comments, but I want to remind y'all the best way for me to see your comments or anything like that is when I'm looking at the camera and I see the comment come through. And also, if you comment on my actual workout video, I'll be able to look at it after the fact in the second video to see what comments come through. I'm gonna double check that one real quick to see if anything came through. I'm gonna sort by newest. And it looks like I got everyone. But thank you to those who shared it. I see that it's already been shared a few times. That is so incredible, thank you. Also, if you angry react to some of my posts, that's one way that I'll definitely be able to see that you're standing out and try to prioritize making you one of my friends, because I want to be connected with people who appreciate what I'm sharing, and no harm, no foul if I'm not your cup of tea. You know, what makes life so great is that everyone has their own preferences, and I want to make room for the people who do want to be in my life, and I'm trying not to take it personal. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I'm not looking through, I don't have any apps to see who hit stuff. I'm aware of it not being personal. So I hope you all have an awesome day. This has been very therapeutic for me, and if it has meant anything to you, that is such a blessing. I'm happy that I'm able to give back by hopefully making people feel less alone, even if it's just knowing that you're not the only one that's struggling with adjusting to not having the gym or not having your social outlet or feeling like you're losing yourself a little bit in any sense of the term. You're not alone, you're loved, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Happy Monday. By the way, I'll be doing these on the regular because I work out on the regular and it takes nothing of me to do it. And I'm enjoying it. It's been therapeutic to me, so thank you. I work till about 5 from home. My birthday is May 15th. I didn't see anybody else comment when their birthday is, so I'm going to try to do these videos right around 5:15, which happens to be my birthday. Make it easier for y'all to remember and me to remember, and help me to stay ambitious with getting this started sooner rather than later. My workouts run about 60 minutes, and then afterwards I'll be acknowledging the comments, showing my appreciation that way, because it takes too much time to type everything out, like everything, and all that other stuff. And I don't want this to become a burden. Have a wonderful rest of your night.